Hey everybody, this is Regan Adams with All Things Regan, and thank you for joining me this morning on Regan Says. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today's topic is please be intentional on giving compliments. So I made it just a thing for myself maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, maybe even longer than that, to be intentional on giving people compliments on whatever it was. If they had on something that I liked, or they have a nice smile or whatever, I would just make a compliment. If they're being nice, if they are just doing something out of the ordinary, I would say something about it. Because a lot of the time people don't compliment people anymore. They just don't. And if you do compliment somebody, they'd be like, oh, like for example, if I see somebody with a cute little outfit on, hey girl, I like your outfit. And they'll say, girl, but you know, this is this and this and that. And they find 30 things wrong instead of saying, thank you. Isn't that crazy? We don't know how to receive compliments anymore. But the reason I'm talking about it today is, and why I think it's very important, is because I received one this past week and I needed to hear it. So I don't know if you caught my post. I think it was earlier this week. I came into work and one of my coworkers was like, hey girl, she said, I got something. And I was like, oh, what is it? And she had the world famous chocolate, the dollar candy bars for the fundraisers, which I love those. They're a lot skimpier than they used to be. You remember you used to get the big old hunk of chocolate, and I like the one with the almonds, and they used to have all the almonds in it. Now it's half the size with 2 almonds. But what can you get for $1 nowadays? And anyway, and I was like, girl, you know, I'm not supposed to be having that. And she said, no, she said, she said, because I see you coming down. Your weight is coming down. She was like, I see you. And I was just like, she does not know how much I needed to hear that. Like I needed to hear that without going to tell somebody. Like my friend Cindy and I were together every day during the week. We work together. So she may not necessarily see the progress, or somebody that sees me all the time may not see the progress. But I've actually I'm fluctuating between 10 and 11 pounds, and I'm kind of stuck at a spot, but it's discipline. So I just need to get regular and be a little bit more disciplined than what I am now. But I'm still proud of myself in the weight that I have lost, because I haven't lost any in a very long time. I've just been gaining. And I love to eat. Like, I love to, if I could have like one of my most perfect jobs, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, I would love to be like a taste tester, or do like a vlog about all the restaurants, because I love the experience of eating. I like to go to nice restaurants. I like to go out, period. So especially if the atmosphere is nice, I love music and just to be out, the atmosphere, the taste of the food. I love every part of it, and I always have. And that was one of the things that kind of drew me to my husband when I first saw him, which I didn't know he was necessarily an eater. Well, he was a big guy. I've always liked big guys. I'm not small. I've never really been small. But when I saw him from across the room, I was like, he looked like he likes to go to the buffet. But come to find out, he doesn't like buffets, but he's an eater and he loves good food. And so we have that in common. One of the many things we have in common is our like for food. But I believe over the years, it has set up a stronghold in my life, to where I haven't been able to do a lot of things. I used to love to dress up. And because I'm tall, I'm 5'8", 5'8.5", and I carry my weight well. I've always carried my weight well, but I got tired of having to cover it up, and all my weight goes to my stomach, and my arms is just looking crazy. And I was like, Lord, and the Lord started dealing with me about my weight. Like, Regan, you're going to have to lose this weight. You're going to have to lose this weight. Like, he was giving me dream after dream after dream. Like, you've got to lose this weight. You have to eat healthier. And it has been hard. Like, it's been hard. And especially since I started my businesses, because I'm constantly busy. Then my daughter has stuff she has to do. So it's like, it's a discipline. And I've never, oh, I got some in my eye. I've never really led a life of discipline. Never. Because I'm the only child. I was raised the only child. I do have 2 sisters, but I'm adopted. That's a whole nother story. Shout out to them if they're watching. But I was raised the only child. We grew up kind of middle class. So I had everything I needed and most of what I wanted. Like turned 16, got a car. My dad said when you become a sophomore in college, you get another car. I did. I mean, I've basically had what I've needed and most of what I wanted. Then I married somebody who has carried on that torch of my dad. I've always worked, loved to work, never been one to kind of sit at home. I've always had a job. I love my money, not love my money because love of my money is root of evil, but I've always had my money, but I've always had my husband's money too and mine. So, and it was just like my daddy, he always said, you know, you have to work, but I'm going to take care of you. Same thing. I married my daddy. But anyway, going back to what I was saying about the food, it's been a struggle. Like, I'm not going to lie. And it's like, I used to be able to eat whatever I wanted to. And I mean, I ate a lot. I've always eaten a lot, but I never gained weight. But of course I was in sports. I played basketball up to, through high school. And then I was going to walk on the team at ETSU, but I was lazy. Like, that just wasn't my thing. My dad liked basketball. And that's a whole nother story. Anyway, but I was always active. Then, of course, when you're on campus, you're always walking. Then I've always worked between that time, like 2 to 3 jobs. So I was always on the go, always on the move. Well, you know, when you get older, I'm getting ready to be 39 in a couple of weeks. So you get older, you have a baby. You're not as active as you used to be unless you're intentionally active. But I know most of the time, even if you're active, if your food intake is not correct, you can hang it up. Like your portion size, you can hang it up. And I was just like, Lord, I'm going to need some help. Like, it's been times I've been sitting in the bathroom crying, like, you're going to have to help me with this food thing. Like, I'm just being transparent. You're going to have to help me because I need some help. Lord, you know I love to eat. Like, my husband, let me tell you something. When my husband and I would go out, I don't care where we were, he would be like, our table would look crazy, like, because we would want this, 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 and this. I'm like, babe, okay, you get this, and then I can sample this, and, you know, I get this. And even when I go out now, I get what I want. It's always been that way. But in life, you have to become disciplined in every area of your life. And that's what my prayer to God has been, Lord, please give me discipline. Because if I don't have it, my life, my daughter's life, my family's life is going to be out of control. It just is. Even with like cleaning my house, and that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that, which I've hit on before. But you have to have discipline. And if I'm going to be coaching somebody, I can't tell people to do something and I'm not doing it. Like, I could, but I'm not. Like, and God knows that about me. I can't say, okay, let's go get your credit together, and I'm not getting my credit together, or it's together. I can't say you need to watch what you eat if I'm not watching what I eat. I have to have discipline, and I refuse to be a hypocrite. Like, I refuse to be a hypocrite. And so even with this, with doing this coaching program, I'm having to hold myself accountable, because everything that I teach these ladies, I've got to make sure that I'm doing it myself or I have done it. Right? And so with the eating thing, I remember God gave me several dreams about my food intake. Like, Regan, you have to get it together. And this last dream I had maybe a month or so ago, maybe 2 months, I kept having these dreams that I was traveling and I was doing all this stuff because I know God is like, I know he's already told me, like, this is not what the video is about, but God has shown me physically throughout, especially this past year, that he's got a lot of stuff for me to do, and he's going to take me a lot of different places, but I have to be healthy in order to go. And the last dream he had, I was helping this family, this woman and her child, and he took us somewhere, and a prophet was in the dream, and I was asking a question about the woman to get her some help, because that's my thing, women. And the prophet came up to me and she said, the Lord told me to tell you, you have got to lose weight. He's got places for you to go, and he's going to let you travel all over the world, but you have to lose weight. And so out of all the dreams, that one really hit home. It really hit home. And I was like, okay, Lord. And a lot of the times when we pray to God and we say, Lord, I want you to enlarge my territory. Lord, I need you to meet me at my finances, or help me with my finances. Lord, I thank you for supernatural debt cancellation. Lord, I thank you for a new job. Lord, we ask him for so many things, but we sometimes forget that we're going to have to move on the words that we're asking him for, or move on the word that he gave us. And so the Lord showed me that I'm going to be a fisherman of men, women, people will be drawn to me. And he can't give me that until I correct what needs to be corrected. Like, it doesn't make sense for him to send me to the nations and send me to people and my health is poor. It doesn't make sense for him to give me all this money that I'm asking for to be able to help people if I'm not healthy enough to be able to sustain what he's given me, right? It doesn't make sense. And a lot of people are like, well, you know, God loves me the way I am, and whoop, 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 and he does. However, there's no reason for you to cut your life expectancy off because you want something good to eat. And I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I don't even really know how to break it down, because it has been a struggle. But since I started this program that I'm on now, it's amazing. I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it too early, because I believe it's still a process and it's like a two-part thing. So I really don't want to talk about what I'm doing now. I know that sounds crazy because I'm not where I'm at, and I know there's a testimony behind it. So I kind of want to keep that under wraps. I'm not taking any drugs or anything, but I really believe what he has me on, if I can get my discipline intact, like, it'll be life-changing. Like, seriously, it's life-changing because it's a two-part thing. But anyway, going back to the compliment, but somebody needed to hear it. Like, somebody needed to hear everything I just said. But I'm going to go back to the compliment. So this all came from the compliment. So back to my, in this video, oh my gosh, I always try to keep them like 7 minutes, but it never happens. Anyway, my, not my caseworker, my co-worker, she was like, girl, I got this candy, you know. I was like, yeah, the almonds, ooh, yeah. She said, I see your weight coming down. I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that because, like I said, your friends or whoever's around you a lot of times don't really notice. And now I'm starting to notice, even like with my jeans. I wore a pair of jeans Friday that I have not been able to wear in a long time. Like, I'm not talking about just like, I can pull them up a little bit, but these I could button, and my kangaroo pouch wasn't hanging. Like, it's still there, but it's not like as prevalent as it was before. And so I just thank the Lord. And then through the day, like, my pants were falling down, and I was like, get them, Jesus, get them. Thank you, Lord. It's not a lot, like 10, 11 pounds. It's not a lot, but it's more than what I had. And I was able to fit in something that I haven't, like, I don't want to cry, but I haven't been able to do that. So it's a blessing. So that, with that compliment, for her being able to see, hey, you've lost weight, to me being able to put on my jeans, it's going to let me go further and further and further. And so you never know who God sends through your compliment. I don't want to get the adjusting my wig. Sorry, because sitting on my ear crazy. Hold on. Sorry, I had to do it. But that's why I say compliments are very important. And you can ask my friend Cindy, because most of the time, well, not most of the time when I give them, she's with me, but I give them often. Like, I remember, or compliments, or I will speak. I remember when we were in Atlanta, and the little fella was coming through the, what are those doors? The revolving door. I hate those things, but he was coming through the revolving door, and he was just looking like he was having a hard time. Just coming in the door, he's frowning, just looking just like, and when he came in, he looked up, and my face met his, and I was like, hey, how are you? And he smiled back. He said, I'm fine. But you never know what he needed. And Risha and Cindy were like, do you know him? And I said no, but he was just looking like he needed something. Like, he was just looking crazy. Not crazy, but just looking like, I'm trying to get in the hotel, trying to check in, blah, blah, blah. And then at that moment when my coworker said, you coming down? And I was just like, I needed that. I needed that. And like when I'm out and I see other women, I'm very, very, very intentional on complimenting women. Very intentional. Only because I know what I need sometimes. I need for somebody to, not sometimes, no, I take that back. I don't always need compliments. But the Lord knows what I need when I need it. And I needed it for that weight loss part. Like, thank you. I was like, thank you, God. But just being very intentional on complimenting women. So if I see your hair is right, hey girl, your hair, yes, your hair is, yes. Or I like your top. Or you look pretty today, girl, your smile is nice. Because you don't hear it often. And we need to learn how when we receive compliments to just take them without, but you know, girl, I need to, or girl, you know, just learn how to receive a compliment. So I want everybody, even if you're a woman or man, whoever's listening, to be intentional on complimenting people because they need it. Like you don't think, and it's crazy because you would see a woman or a man or whoever that appears to have themselves all the way together from the top to the head, like got it together, but still have a deep down insecurity. And your compliment can help them on whatever's going on. And so that's why I say just be intentional about it. This is just, you don't have to be, but this is just how I live my life because I want to make sure that I'm building people up. That's just what I do. That's what I like to do. I want everybody that I come into contact with to be built up. Now, one thing that I do have a problem with, and I'm going to have to get some help on this, is when somebody is out here a little bit too jazzy and they fishing for a compliment, I'm not going to say nothing. I'll be like, girl, she already knows she got it. I'm not getting ready to say nothing. But then sometimes I might be like, okay, quit hating, Regan. Go on and just, girl, you working that skirt. You look nice. Right. But anyway, so I think that's all I needed to say. At some point, I will tell you what I'm doing as far as my my weight loss journey. I'm excited about it. Like, it's making me even more conscious about what I'm eating. It's making me more conscious about a lot of things. And then, you know, as far as weight is concerned, like, it's a mental thing. Well, everything is mental. It starts with a thought. And sometimes the enemy will use that. Like, you be thinking, well, I'm not going to eat that. And then you got all these thoughts like, oh, go get the hot fudge cake, or go get this, go get that, and it's like bombarded. Now, I don't smoke and I don't drink, but food can be a source of drug. And I can honestly say that I've been addicted to it. I was having a horrible day Friday. Like at work, it was just a lot of work coming. I don't normally have those days, but it was just a lot coming at me. And it was time for me to eat. And my friend Cindy was like, where are we going? And I said, yeah, we're going to go, blah, blah, blah. I said, I need something good to eat because it's been a bad day. That sounds like a drug. I need this hit to make me feel better. Same thing. So, long story short, I'm just being transparent about my weight. I love to eat. It's just my thing. I love the experience of going out. But I can't let that define me and where I'm going. And I know I asked God for a whole lot of things, like a whole lot of things. My list is like laundry list of things. And if my health is not well, I might still get it, but it'll be short-lived because I don't want to be in the hospital. I don't know, but I'm going to talk about it one day. I'm going to talk about it. Let me hit my goal weight and see what happened. When I say, let me hit my goal weight, y'all see what happened. Let me hit my goal weight. Anyway, I'm going to hop off here. This video, 20 minutes long almost. I'm so sorry, but this is just something I'm passionate about. I know I'm going to be able to bless somebody with my transparency. Food has just been a big problem within the United States, period. And we have to learn how to have self-control, bottom line. And the Lord is showing me discipline and self-control in this season. So I just want to help me help you. But anyway, I'm off of here. Get connected to me. allthingsregan.com. You can go look at the website. It's finished, but I still got a lot of stuff to add to it. But allthingsregan.com is my website. I still have my makeshift website, which is ebrtickets.com. We still have Putting Me First coming up in May. The day before on my Regan Says, I'm going to be doing a live, well, not live video because I won't have time, but on May the 28th, which is the day that I'm leaving for Putting Me First, I will announce where we're going for 2019. All the plans are set for that. I'm excited about this one. Let me see. My schedule is like busy. So May is Putting Me First. Don't have anything for June. July, I don't think I have anything. Then when we start in August, like it's going to be boom, boom, boom. We have movies. Dinner and a movie on April 21st, which is my birthday. Yeah, I'll be 39. Movies, April, let me see. Dinner and a movie, April. And then we've got some movies in August. No, I have a rest and relaxation weekend here in Knoxville, but that's sold out, so I don't have any openings. And that's crazy because I wanted to be able to open it up to the people in Knoxville, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, not unless some of the women are going to cancel. So I've already, I think the room block has sold out. I know that, but I don't know how many women are in each room. So, but I'm going to say right now that's sold out. I have a staycation event in September, the end of September. You don't want to miss that. I still have openings for that. I want to sell that out too. Ladies, from wherever, it's open to a woman as long as you're over 18. We have a lot of stuff going on. This video is like super duper long, but just connect with me. allthingsregan.com or ebrtickets.com. Hit my inbox. You can email me, allthingsregan@mail.com. Regan is spelled R-E-G-A-N. I don't think I have anything else. Just connect with me. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we can't stop, won't stop. I can't really say that because it's Puffy's, and I know it's a trademark, but if it weren't, that would be my mine. But anyway, you guys have a blessed rest of the week. And if you have any questions, please hit my inbox. Love you. Have a good day.